Griselda.
Jesse. That was a lot to unwrap in those 4 phone calls, but picked up on a few little things, and I'm sure after I listen to them a few more times, we'll pick up on some more. But y'all are playing people for money, working them, actually, is how you worded it. You are delusional enough to get not 1, but 2 tattoos for this man, and the only thing that comes to mind is Taylor Swift's most recent album, The Tortured Poets Department, where she references getting a tattoo of mine on your upper thigh, so that's not unique. There's also a song called Florida, and how Florida is basically where you go to catch charges, so sounds like you're right on track for that, boo. And also another song called Fresh Out the Slammer, which is not going to apply to Wade, but maybe you, sweetheart, maybe you'll be fresh out the slammer one day once they get you for all of this scamming that you have done. So you guys are out here playing all of these donors, all of these girls on the team don't even know who you are except for Kelly Strom. Apparently she knows who you are. I wonder who else knows. Shannon probably knows now, but Shannon might not have known then. Let's see, Ari. And then today you posted that post, and I'm going to put it in here, from Alejandra. So there's a lot going on that we're unwrapping with this. You're going to get him tailored suits for his quote-unquote next trial. How are you going to get them tailored? How? You're going to just hire somebody to go into the prison? Not happening. And you're going to match him looking like a full doofus in court, matching your man who is convicted of brutally murdering the most beautiful souls I have ever encountered in my life. Rest in peace, Diane and Christine. You're going to stand behind that man and match him. You blatantly called everybody ugly with this man. Like, full blown. You referred to Jeanette, Courtney, Haley as ugly. But we've seen pictures of you, honey. Don't spit too high. We know what happens. I keep coming back to the 2 tattoos, though. I mean, that's cute. Your man probably will never get a tattoo for you. And if and when he does, it'll just be another cover-up, because that's what happens in prison. They roll through you bitches like you're just a hot commodity right out of canteen, and when they're done with you, they ball you up and throw you away, and they move on to the next one, honey. This has only been a few months. You sound like his fucking secretary. Get your shit together, but it looks a little too late, because I think there's going to be cases that involve you being sued versus you suing others, so you might want to watch your back. Now I see why you didn't want these calls released. Now I see why you tried to stop the calls from being released any further, and that's why you tried to sue Lee County Sheriff's Department and the state's attorney, even though they're not the ones who released this. And is this the personal information that you're worried about getting out? Is this your privacy? Even though he's sitting there and reading you all of these messages from these women who y'all have conned into thinking they have a chance with him. You have blatantly conned them into thinking that they have a chance with them. Lo and behold, you knew about German Girl. I just wonder if you really knew about German Girl and how shitty that whole situation is. I guess we'll find that out here shortly. So German Girl was in court. Haley was in court. Now we understand why you wanted to stop him from why you wanted to stop these girls from going to court that day, and why you tried to tell Haley that you thought it was in her best interest for her protection. Girl, were you gonna beat her ass for being your man's other woman? It just makes me curious. I'm really talking a little fast, so I'm gonna slow this down for you so that you can really understand everything that I'm saying here. But I don't know. I mean, my question is who was the man in court that he was giving those googly eyes to? Because his eyes were fixated on a boy. I mean, not a boy, a man up front. Yeah, rewatch that tape. He wasn't looking at you. He wasn't looking at Gabby. He wasn't looking at April or the German girl. He was fixated on a man sitting in front of you. I don't know how many seats in front of you. But, yeah. So, watch that back. Spin that back. He was googly eyeing some man. Which we know Wade Wilson likes the booty hole. So, that doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me at all. But I feel really bad for the women that you conned into this. Really bad. And I hope that some people that have filed charges or have made complaints, I hope that their bank charges you back like a motherfucker. I really do. I hope that you get the biggest chargebacks to your bank account and you cannot afford this lawyer that you have so secured already by approximately the time that these calls were made when you still hadn't had one secured. So we proved that to be fake too. Just keep on talking on these calls. Too bad you can't go back in time and take it back, huh? Would you change anything? You might want to look into witness protection program. I don't know if that's a thing if you're actually the one involved in doing the incriminating. Think about how you're ruining your life out here for this man. Think about all the other girls that have Wade Wilson tattoos for this man. Y'all all just walking around. I can't wait to add this to my bedtime story. This is going to be fire. Also, you're being his secretary. He doesn't love you. He doesn't love you. Those are business calls. That is how he would talk to someone under him on a business call. And all this, I love you more, I love you more, I love you more. Sweetheart, you ain't never talked to a man that was incarcerated before because he playing the fuck out of you. Playing the fuck out of you, and you are just blindsided by the whole thing. Because at the end of the day, you're bringing in the money for him, and you're doing all the footwork. So, yeah. Of course he's going to say he loves you just like he does to all the other bitches that y'all are laughing and talking about. He probably loves y'all all the same. This is the game, honey. This is the game. But you ain't learned that yet. Well, you learning it now. And guess what? Just like Jumpsuit Pablo said, you gon' eat it now. No sense in taking him to court when you're the one performing all of these incriminating acts on a recorded line. You accepted all these calls knowing that they were recorded. Bless your little heart. Bless your little heart and your tiny ventricles. Jesse, I don't know, there's still so much to unwrap out of those 4 calls, and I'm running out of time here. Jesse. Might want to look into tattoo removal, boo.